So as soon as it was released last week, I went ahead and purchased the new 2020 iPad Pro. As you've probably heard already, this update has nothing too impressive about it, especially if you're using it exclusively for artwork like me. But if you want to get a new iPad, this is something you should definitely consider before you rush and get a refurbished model for the last year or 2018 model or a secondhand model from someone else. But as for me, you know I had to get this so that I could cover it for you guys, and to be honest, my 2018 iPad Pro had been getting a little sluggish in Procreate lately, so I wanted to start fresh. There are plenty of videos on all of the details of the new features of this iPad, but what is actually changed for us that will affect us as artists? Let's start with the exterior. The new camera and depth sensors are impressive. If you happen to be out and about and have your iPad with you, and you find a cool scene that you want to take a photo of to use for reference later, then the new wide-angle lens could definitely benefit you by getting more of what you see in real life recorded in the image. Now, as far as the Lidar technology, I'm not so sure about that. There could be some fun drawing applications that could utilize it in the future, but I really don't see anything outside of simple fun group entertainment applications. Nothing I would really recommend for your next masterpiece. The 2020 model also feels lighter than the 2018 one, even though it's actually 0.02 pounds heavier. This might actually be because the weight has been redistributed better. So that's pretty much it for the exterior, but what I'm really interested in is what's going on the inside. I purchased the 256GB model, which is the same as my current 2018 model, but the biggest difference is that this one has an extra 2GB of RAM. I really cannot wait to test how Procreate feels with the 6 gigs to work with compared to the 4 gigs from the 2018 model. I'm crossing my fingers that there will be more layers, so stay tuned for my full artist review coming this Sunday. Another big thing is the new A12Z Bionic processor. Now, this processor is more powerful than the previous A12X, but not by much. Only after some quality time will I even be able to tell if it really makes a difference in real-world applications. Now, before I get into my recommendations for new buyers, I want to say a quick thanks to this week's sponsor, Paperlike. If you're interested in purchasing a new iPad for art, I strongly recommend getting Paperlike. Paperlike is a matte screen protector that is finely tuned for artists to help transition them into a new experience of drawing in digital art. Drawing on an iPad without one is extremely uncomfortable because the screen is very slick, and that's why I already have a new one applied on this one. If you're used to drawing on paper, this is going to be much more familiar to you. The screen protector also really helps my hands slide freely across the screen as I draw, to the point where I really don't feel like I need this smudge guard. Links to get your own Paperlike will be in the description box below and in the first pinned comment. They are already stocked for the new 2020 models because this iPad is exactly the same screen, so you won't have any problems with that. So the last thing I want to pay special attention to is the price, and with a special focus, pay attention to the storage capacity. The 2018 iPad's base model is only 64GB, which is something I don't recommend at all, especially if you plan to use this for all of your artwork like many new artists are. This new 2020 model, however, comes with 128GB as the base size for the same price, actually a little bit cheaper, about $50 cheaper if you look at the prices at launch in 2018 versus today. This is perfect for any artist in my opinion, and it personally took me several months as a content creator to surpass 128GB. So this basically means that even without the $50 cheaper price tag at launch, the new 2020 model is more bang for your buck if you get the 64, 128, or 512GB models. So that's it from me, everyone. I'm going to get right to drawing on this thing, so please make sure to subscribe for my full artist review coming in just a few days. Keep drawing and stay positive. Peace.